Fitzy and Whipper.
All right, guys. Enjoy the party. We've worked hard for this moment. It's called Friday. The weekend is here. Good job.
That's what I want, man. That's what I want. You know what I want? I want our traffic guy to maybe integrate a little bit of humour into his traffic sometimes, you know what I mean? I was listening to 2GB yesterday.
Okay.
And obviously fair bit of rain on the road, fair bit of traffic going on. DeGroot, I think you really got to start stepping out of your shell.
What have I done wrong? What are they doing over at GB?
Well, have a listen to this.
West of Bankstown Airport, flooding has closed Newbridge Road, Henry Lawson Drive, it's as full as Clive Palmer's sock, south of Villawood towards Milperra.
I don't know if you'd go with the sock, would you?
And you said humour. Now I'm trying to find it.
You may remember when I first started on this show 10 years ago.
Did you go for one, did you, mate?
You would go on and jump on my computer and make up fake traffic reports and call them in. And we got in so much trouble for having a lull in traffic that we're never making jokes in traffic again.
You don't mess with traffic. I wouldn't have gone with sock, would you?
Moisturiser sales up 80% in one of them?
Oh, you got it, Leno.
In the middle of last month's moisturiser sales were up 80% on the previous year. This sucks. That's very well done, Leno.
Well done, Leno. That's why he's the best. Thank you, MDG.
Is that it, Tommy? Should we have a bit more of a chat or get into a great show for a Friday?
There's something coming up next.
Yeah.
That Whip was just
This blew me
so
away.
excited.
You know I'm a massive Lego fan. And you know that we as a family, we sit down at the table and get involved. We build all sorts of stuff. Then I saw the photos that Brickman, right, from Lego Masters, had built a full-size F1 car out of Lego. Wow. Did you see that? Extraordinary. Look at that photo there, says.
They took photos with Ricardo in the pit lane yesterday.
Amazing.
That's cool.
So I've said, Tommy, you get Brickman on next.
Yeah.
You must get him on.
When it comes to holidays, are you an ocean, pool or hot tub person?
All of the above.
Then it's time to book a trip with the lot and make up for missed holidays at whatif.com.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Test.
And now it's time for Tom.
The overweight-looking Russell Brand producer.
Time. Tom time. Like that? Exactly like that. Thank you, Tim. Now, this morning, guys, we're actually jumping in. We're going to get Brickman on in a sec.
We're trying to get Brickman on. We're trying to track him down.
Yeah, 132410. If you would like to play Tom Time, $100 to spend at Adora Handmade Chocolates. Spoil your loved ones this Easter. Visit Adora Handmade Chocolates at adora.com.au.
Yes,
These chocolates are delicious. We were meant to have some in here in the studio
What
for you
happened?
this morning. Well, Blake, who looks after all the giveaways, he was at the train station and slipped over in the rain and smashed all the chocolates.
Are you joking?
Yeah, no, I'm not joking.
You're joking.
No,
And
no,
he
no.
accidentally threw all the vouchers because it was raining
my
up in
God.
the air, and so all these people
Oh, my
grabbed
God.
them.
We
So-
haven't got the footage yet, but
Hang on
we
a
are
minute.
trying.
Hang on a minute. A client comes to Nova to spend money on advertising. They say, we've got one request. Can you get some chockies in studio? And maybe a couple of vouchers for the guys.
Oh, that's the
And
sort of
Blake
wacky.
What was
falls over with the chocolate.
Yeah.
What was it?
guy.
The train stop? Which train stop was it?
Redfern.
Was it Redfern?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, people would have flogged that
Unforgiving.
for sure.
Tommy,
Yeah.
was it a rocky road?
Well, that's a rocky.
Oh, my God.
So
I hate myself.
if you don't, well, we do too. If you
Thank
don't
you.
win them this morning, you can just go to Redfern train station and you might go. They are beautiful chocolates.
Lick the platform if you
Oh,
can.
okay.
Yeah. Might have had
Is Blake still on the ground?
He'd be off your chop.
Oh, my God.
Corey in Schofields, you're up first. Hi, Corey. Oh, good
Whoop.
start.
Sound
Corey.
like Blake slipping.
You got to get the third one correct, Corey, to take home the chocky.
Yeah, all right. Now, after 10 years, was it Fitzy or Whipper's parents who still have no idea what time this radio show is on? So much so, they rang him during the show the other day, and one of the boys had to say, Mum, I can't talk now. I'm on air till 9. Who would that be, Fitzy or Whipper?
Well, sounds like Whipper's parents, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, spot on, Corey. You know, Mum's a big fan of the podcast, which is good. She says it stops me hearing your father snore and it puts me to sleep. What a compliment.
I have a mate who does that regularly.
It's quite insulting.
Harry. And he goes, oh, yeah, sorry, mate. That's right. You do that radio show,
Doesn't
don't you?"
care.
Mate, I've known you for 20 years, mate.
Does not care.
Question number 2, Corey. Now, recently, one of Sarah's sons, beautiful Thomas, visited the studios. But while Thomas was watching a short video on Sarah's phone in here, who shouted at Thomas saying, "Turn it down, Thomas. That's too bloody loud." Who would be shouting at Sarah's son, Fitzy or Whipper?
Fitzy does like to yell a bit.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Because he's deaf.
I felt like I had to step in and actually parent the child, you know what I mean? Like,
I thought you were yelling at Tom. So when you said it to my Thomas, I went, yeah, Tom, turn it down.
Sorry, Sarah.
No,
I
it's fine.
stepped in there.
I yell at them a lot.
Well, it's all right, you know, because we still need to get that test too. And maybe he's...
Oh, that is wonderful. It was a big night.
He does look different.
Okay, question
That was a big team lunch.
Question number 3. Oh, so sweet.
Did that really happen?
Yes, Whipper, it did. It did. After 11 years of this show, I thought...
Because you'd think it's going to happen earlier, wouldn't you? If it was going to happen.
Flies walked in.
Question number 3. Was this Fitzy or Whipper? When his Uber was running late this week, who said when he arrived at work, "Wait until this Uber driver gets a 1-star rating from this 5-star guy"?
Whipper, how could you?
Corey,
More like Goober.
Oh, the Uber driver farted in the Uber. Like, it was unbelievable.
Disgusting.
Uber Brown. It was just the worst.
Well done, Corey. Congratulations, mate. You got those chocolates. Okay, I've got a story about my wife. So last night...
Do you have approval to tell this story before we go ahead?
I do. And do you know what I actually threatened her with? I said, if you don't let me talk about this story, I will release the BMX video from the wedding.
Where she fell off the BMX.
Yeah, which I'm never allowed to. It's one of the greatest videos of all time. It's so good that I think we could sell it as an NFT.
Yeah, it's genius.
And raise a lot of money for charity.
Could live in the metaverse.
I'm not allowed to release it. Unless somebody hacks into my phone.
Oh, why are you handing us your phone?
So anyway, last night she was a bit fidgety at home, Sarah, and she was a bit nervous, right? And I didn't know what was going on. And then I could see out the front gate was open. And we don't usually have that open. For security reasons, we keep it closed. And I said, why is the front gate open? It's like 5, 6 o'clock at night. She goes, I've got a delivery coming, and it says that it's been delivered, but there's nothing out the front. And I said, well, what are you waiting for? What's being delivered? And she had this grin on her face, and she wouldn't tell me. So anyway, I had to pop up to the shops to get some deodorant because I stunk.
Cool.
And so she said, actually, before you go up there, can you just drop me off, because it was raining, drop me off down the end of the street. Sometimes with our number on our street, it gets mixed up with another number at the bottom of the street, and sometimes they drop off the packages there. She said, can you drop me off there? I'll go check it out. I said, yeah, no worries. So I drop her off down there, and I go do a U-E, I come back, and as I come back, she's there with the resident from the house, and the package has been delivered to that house.
Right.
And the resident's looking at BJ going, okay, here you go.
Yeah,
no
take
worries.
that.
No worries, here it is. So then she jumps back into the car and I go, what is it? What's the package? The package is called...
Happy Bum!
Happy Bum?
It's called...
Happy Bum!
Tommy, that's not like my bum. I told you to record a sting that was the same as my bum.
Snitch. Yeah, Snitch, can you just take the reverb off that?
Yeah.
The end of the
And
spray?
happy bum is not the same. Happy bum.
Happy Bum!
Are they yoga pants?
It's an enema kit that you do with your partner at home for detox.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So
I've heard... I can't hear what you're
Siri's picked
saying.
it up.
Siri's cracked it as well.
So here's your instructions.
Oh, no.
Hang your happy bum bag so gravity will...
Happy Bum!
Yeah, there it is.
Sounds a bit oriental.
So we'll carry the solution in. Well, that would be a great restaurant, wouldn't it? Come and eat it.
Happy Bum!
Where everybody leaves Happy Bum.
I think we might have fixed it for you.
So
Here you go.
insert hose, lubricate and insert the tip of the hose into your rectum.
No.
Lay and relax. Lay on a towel on the floor beneath your bag and allow the solution to come in. Release the liquid onto the toilet as needed, clean and dry. She goes, everybody's doing it. It's the new detox item, and I think we need it just to clean our guts out.
So you're sharing it.
So she wants to do it. She's got one each for us, Sarah.
You're kidding me.
The worst.
A poo party.
Oh, Fitz, when you said, what are you doing this weekend, Sarah? I didn't ask
my
you back, and now I
God.
regret it.
Up your bum.
And the worst thing about it got delivered to one of our someone that's on
Yep.
the street.
So she knows you're going to be sitting at home
I'm just doing
pumping fluid.
doing enemas on each other.
Oh, my God. Hang on a minute. When you say on each other, I mean, you put it in yourself, don't you?
Well, maybe not. I mean, at that angle, if the mirror's not helping and
man.
you can't get it right, and you've got to
I'm
put them in
out.
a certain way,
I'm
but
out.
not too far, or you puncture the bowel.
Well, see, this is I've never
Just go for a colonic irrigation. Just go and do it professionally instead of an at-home hose and bag setup.
Yeah, I reckon.
It's a bum
Out the
douche.
back with a hose.
Is it easy
Yeah.
to do? I've never put anything up my bum.
That's good to know.
No,
Oh, it's really changing, Tom.
That's
when it went in, Tom.
that's the kids' version.
Oh,
Unhappy bum.
oh, mini happy bum.
Wow.
So
I've never done it. I've never
I've had
never
an enema.
shelved or anything like that.
Okay, mate.
No, but I'm saying, how do you do that?
He's thinking Fitzy this weekend.
Do you need someone else to do it?
When you have a colonic irrigation, you have somebody else do it. You have a professional, a nurse that inserts it.
That
and
poor
it is
person.
the worst feeling. I mean, I'm sure someone else listening has had this, but if I don't want to be too...
Can we do a demon one? Can we do a lower voice one, Snitch? If you've got it. Yeah, if you've got it.
It's a really uncomfortable feeling trying to relax enough to let things come out as they pump all the fluid into your into your bowel.
That's when Whipper sits on you instead of the colonic.
That's when I land on your face instead of your stomach. So, mate, if you got it booked in for 7 o'clock tonight, when should we be thinking of you?
We go on holidays today. It's going to be a big 2 weeks.
Hi guys, Leno, have you got a little bit of spooky music? It's not really a spooky story, but I heard this from a friend who is an ambulance driver, and it blew me away.
Only just realised?
No, not an only just realised, more an amazing story of the spirit and what are the chances. So this girl goes swimming in a dam. She's only 5 years old.
Damn, Daniel.
So what happens? The girl goes swimming in the dam. She's only 5 years old. Her father, goes to check on her, finds her floating upside down in the dam. He runs in, drags her out. She's only just breathing. Calls the ambulance. Ambulance rushes her to hospital. They manage to revive her and they bring her back to life. She spends some time in hospital recovering from the incident. When the father arrived at the hospital, he spoke to the doctor that was treating her and he burst into tears. And he said, "You don't understand how traumatic this is." The doctor said, "No, I do. I've seen this before. I understand. She's okay. She's going to pull through. It's all right. But I can understand where you're coming from." He says, "No, I don't think you do. When I was that age, I went for a swim in the dam. My father, in the middle of the night, came down to see if I was okay. I was in trouble. He dived in to rescue me. He rescued me, and he didn't get out. My father drowned in that dam." Right. So that's why this is so devastating for me. So then, the ambulance officer that's driven her there, he obviously cared for the girl and wanted to know if she was all right. So he had 5 minutes in his day and thought, I'll pop in and see how the little girl's going. He walks into the hospital ward, sits down on the bed and says, "Do you remember what happened?" She says, "No, I don't." He then says, "Do you remember being in the ambulance?" And she says, "No, I don't." And he says, "Well, do you remember me? I was the one that helped you." And she says, "No, I don't." She then says, "But I do remember the man that was holding my hand saying, 'I'll be okay.' His name was Sam." And the ambulance officer says, No, I'm not Sam. I'm Peter." And she says, "No, it wasn't you. There was a man called Sam holding my hand." The father in the room says, "My dad was Sam." Brings up a photo of his dad and says, "Was it him?" She said, "Yes. That's who was holding my hand."
No way.
That's really sad.
That's wild.
I mean...
Everyone feeling a bit emotional?
No, not really.
I was starting to break up a bit at the end. I was so lost in the story. I was so into it. I had goosebumps and I knew where we were going.
I was wondering where
I even knew the twist, and still I was taken back by it.
Sam I Am.
No. No, not Sam I Am.
Were they reading a Dr. Seuss at the time?
When an ambulance officer tells you a story like this too,
Oh, you believe it.
you buy it.
Yeah.
It's not some trickster down at the pub saying, mate, I got a long one for you. Grab a beer and
What?
I'll borrow your ear for 10 minutes.
I think those things really happen. I had a friend who was really unwell, and he had been, though, for sort of 10 years on and off. And I hadn't spoken to him in about 6 to 12 months, and I had a dream, and all of my grandparents came to me and said, you need to give him a call and check how he is, and don't worry, we'll look after him. He was gone within the week.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Unbelievable.
That's the sixth sense, isn't it?
On a lighter note, I had an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, God.
No.
So sorry, I've submitted
But
a
says, I had a dream.
Like she saw a ghost?
I had such a clear...
She wanted to die. It was different.
I had such a clear dream that she was pregnant.
She threw herself into a dam.
And she was living on the other side of the world. She's living in New York. And I rang her the next day. I said, I've had the wildest and clearest dream that you're having a baby. And she said, no, I'm not. Anyway, I saw her about a month later at a wedding, and she had announced that she's pregnant.
Amazing.
And I said, why didn't you tell me on the phone? She said, because I'd only found out that morning, and I was so freaked out by you knowing and that it had come to you in your dream. It was a gift.
You are...
I'm not the father.
But
in any way. No, I'm not.
I think you are the new Francis Bevan.
Oh, get the laugh.
Finding it hard. I'm finding it hard. Give us some Brian Adams.
I mean, is there a new one? We haven't worked out where the old one's gone.
Those sorts of stories. Like, I take 13, 24, 10. If you've got a story like that, where someone turned up in spirit to say, hey, you'll be okay.
It's amazing.
Or that dream was so clear that it came true and you never questioned it because it felt like real life. I'm not Francis Bevan.
You're wearing the same shirt as
Francis Bevan. I'm not wearing my maroon silk today. What a phenomenal story. I'm still taken back, and I knew exactly where I was going.
I mean, with that, with what
powerful.
Whip has seen...
Look at the phone lines, mate.
I mean, it would, but I think the only thing would get Francis and Whipper together.
No.
Head to head.
For a massage.
No, just to throw subjects at them. What's coming, what can you see? What's around you at the moment?
Well, we did that last year.
You don't have to sit on each other's laps, but I don't know how you're doing it. What can you see around you?
Francis is giving it 3 thumbs up. Remember we had Francis versus my mum, Christine Whipfley? Remember that? Because mum thought that she was a psychic too. Oh, here are me predictions for 2022.
When it comes to Francis, the best thing as well, when Tommy gets in, Tommy goes, all right, Francis, we're going to ask you about this, and it might be topical, the Ukraine war, what's going on at the moment, all this kind of stuff. So Francis has a bit of time to go away.
Yeah.
And see, what can he see?
Get the feel for it.
Whenever he gets in here, it's like he's only seen it for the first time.
It's gone.
I think that Manly's going to win this week.
Okay, Francis.
They're not playing, yeah. All right.
Oh, we didn't even ask you about the NRL.
The best was when he said, you're going to have a girl. I said, no, I had a boy about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, Francis?
Every now and then he misses it by that much. Remember when he came in and we had all the horses' bums on the window?
Oh, that was
and he had to pick a winner for the Melbourne
Cup.
Remember that?
And he did.
Yeah.
He picked one. It didn't win, but geez, it was amazing. He picked one of the horses out of the 24. We couldn't believe it.
Extraordinary.
One of the horses.
He did. I think came last.
I think he took it home.
Riddle, 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 Riddle time for your Friday, guys. Get ready to riddle. We have 3 riddles ready to go, unless Mandy calls through for a 4th and maybe Big Tony calls through for a 5th. You never know how many riddles you're going to get on a Friday. Tommy, we're streaming live on the Fitzy and Whipper Facebook page.
Yeah, and numbers are really strong this morning.
Yeah,
Lots of people are into it today, guys.
Do you know what? The weather is horrible. Turn your car around, go home. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do that and sit on the couch and play Riddle Time.
Well said.
All right? But if you're stuck in traffic, just play in your car. Here we go, guys. I'm going to give you the first riddle this morning. People in uniform salute to me. Use my name to reference something big or huge and a note to play on the piano. What am I?
Trumpet?
Boom.
No. People in uniform salute.
Salute to me. Band.
Nope.
Flag?
No. I'll go again. People in uniform salute to me. They also use my name to reference something big or huge, and I'm a note to play on the piano. Could also play it at
G major or something?
Oh, major.
major. I was going to say it's also a chord. Yes, major is the... Is that a win for both of you? I'm confused to who
that's
actually got that.
Sarah. She said G
Thanks,
major.
Tom.
G major. Well done. Sarah's, you've nailed it.
I don't know why I said G.
Don't worry about it. Here we go. Second riddle for you guys. If you have two of us, you have two of us. If you have three of us, you have three of us. But if you have one of us, you have none of us. What are we? MDG moans for the first time during Riddle Time, which means I've got your attention this morning, or you're still hungover from the Grand Prix party.
No, my mic was just down.
Okay.
So that's great.
One is none.
Here we go. If you have two of us, you have two of us. If you have three of us, you have three of us. But if you have one of us, you have none of us. It's a tricky one.
None of us. None of us.
Definitely a tricky one.
None of us.
None of us.
Is it number related or people or relationships?
No,
Where
it's
are we at?
not. It's to do with decision making. If you have two of us, you have two of us. If you have three of us, you have three of us. If you have one of us.
Choices?
Sarah Ann McGilvray goes bang from 50.
Yeah, watch that scoreboard
Says-
fly, Matt Group.
Yeah, you are.
What if you only have one choice?
Well, you don't
Then
have
you
it.
don't have a
There's
choice.
no choice.
'Cause you've
There's
only
only
got
one
one
option. There's no choice.
Very good.
Oh my God, Sarah.
Thank
Straight
you.
up to the top, racing with that answer.
Brandon from Nimbin says this morning, this really roasts my noodle, this riddle.
Okay, he's from Nimbin, is
It's
he?
an
He's
interesting.
obviously
Big
Light
shout out
it
to Mike Balderstone, who runs a museum there.
Yeah,
off the day with a couple of doobies.
What's in that hash brown?
do you want Mandy yet? Mandy from Ascot has
Oh,
called
hi,
through.
Mandy.
Good morning. How are we?
Oh,
Mandy.
excited to hear your voice. Mandy, got a riddle for us?
I have. Right. I can be cracked. I can be made. I can be told. I can be played. What am I?
What?
We'll do that again, Mandy.
I can be cracked. I can be made. I can be told. I can be played. What am I?
What was the first one? I can be
Cracked. I think
Cracked?
she said. Cracked.
Is
Made.
is it an egg, Mandy?
No.
Is it a joke?
Oh, Whippy!
Oh, God, I should sit those ones out, Mandy.
Well
I'm the
done,
riddle
Mandy.
master.
Hey, Mandy, what do we get for that?
Yeah, prize in the purse.
Thank you, Mandy. I will sit by the letterbox. Okay. You may have attempted to search for me or attempted to understand me, but the moment you succeed, I am no longer. What am I?
Compass.
No.
A map.
No. You may attempt to search for me or attempt to understand me, but the moment you succeed, I am no longer. What am I?
It's not like the meaning of life or something, is it, Whip?
You're still looking for it, aren't you, Tom?
Yeah, every day, mate.
And you
6 till 9.
You
And
nor have the answer to that.
every day I leave here at 9.
Every day.
Hopping into the Yaris, driving home, thinking,
Are they tears or is it raining outside?
tears of happiness in the Yaris.
Turns out it's raining, but
Driving into the steering wheel, just
Yeah.
smashing your head onto the
Yeah.
car horn.
Yeah, drinking too much.
Those
eating
mongrels.
too much.
Those mongrels give me hell on that bloody radio program.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Tim.
So Brandon on Facebook
Brandon.
has given an answer and also thinks he has got it and credited himself for this answer, a problem.
No.
Brandon, you went too early.
Oh, Brando went
He
confidently.
gave a problem and then I think Brandon has it.
Say it
No,
one
you
more
don't,
time,
Shan.
please.
Okay, here we go. You may have attempted to search for me or attempted to understand me, but in the moment you succeed, I'm no longer. What am I?
I think we have.
Do we have?
Mark,
We'll go with Mark.
Inbull thinks he has it.
Morning, team.
Mark the Spark. What's the answer, buddy?
How about a mystery?
Spot on, Mark! Yes, the minute you solved me, I no longer exist. Mark, we're extremely
Remember a
proud,
mystery.
extremely proud of you, mate, this morning. Last night, you got to check this out too on our socials. Go to the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram page. Brickman has built a full-size F1 car out of Lego.
Wow.
What a superstar. He's the main man from Lego Masters. Brickman, welcome to the show, buddy.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Oh, mate, this is extraordinary what we saw overnight. We know there's a bit of noise in the background. You're getting on a plane. You built, Brickman, a full-size F1 car out of Lego.
Yeah, I did. It's more of a personal challenge, actually, because, Whipper asked some very difficult questions of me on Lego Masters, so I had to prove my credentials,
Mate, how have you gone with that, Brickman? Because I remember when Whipper was on the show and he was just questioning your credentials the whole time. Have you forgiven him?
Look, I haven't. I'll be brutally honest. I've had a little bit of therapy. It's a struggle, mate. It's a daily struggle. I wake up cold sweats.
Brickman, I mean, it's awesome that you've been able to bounce back so well, but you've proven yourself again for an F1 car like that, which looks phenomenal, and you can see Daniel Ricciardo there. How many bricks in that car?
288,000.
Oh, and how long did it take you, Brickman?
It took just under 1,900 hours.
Wow.
Now, it's a long time, but I can't imagine Hamish Blake standing there yelling, "You've got 1,900 hours to go." I don't think that really works, Yeah.
And does it? Can you push it? Like, does the wheels actually work, Brickman?
No, well, we actually made it so you can take the wheels off and do a pit stop, just like the F1 guys. Yeah, so you can kind of do the whole Formula One thing,
How have you made it strong enough for Daniel Ricciardo to actually sit in without the bottom giving out?
Oh, look, we put a bit of planning into it. We got some pretty strong Lego in there, so yeah, happy days. And plus, let's be honest, he weighs next to a toothpick.
That's true. In collaboration with McLaren as well, is that something? Did the Grand Prix come to you? Did Grand Prix Melbourne come to you and say, "Hey, we need something special here, Brickman," or was McLaren going, "We want Brickman"?
No. So what it is, there's actually a Lego set. It's a Technic Lego set, and what we've done is actually taken that Formula One McLaren set of Lego and blown it up 16 times, so made it bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was more of a collaboration with Lego, which was pretty cool.
So you can buy the smaller version.
A much smaller version. But look, I did ask them. I said to them, "Hey, I'll build this if you swap me for a real McLaren." Yep. They wouldn't have a bar.
Shocking.
Hey, did you get good tickets though for the weekend, Brickman? Are you down in the pits at some stage?
Well, it was wonderful. Actually, on Wednesday when they were setting up, it was kind of like this double nerd moment. We had it in the pits, actually next to the real car.
Yeah.
And I was geeking out over the car, and the Formula One boys were geeking out over the Lego. So it was pretty good, actually.
How good is that? Brickman, we love it, buddy. We're great to hear your voice. Great to check in with you. Congratulations on the build.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, looking forward to everyone enjoying it.
Good on you, mate. We'll be there when you smash it.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Brick on.
See you,
Thanks,
buddy.
Brickman. See you, buddy.
Brick on, mate. Brickman.
Oh, my God. If you haven't seen those photos, Fitzy and Sarah Instagram, go and have a look at the F1 car built out of Lego.
Just a massive nerd, isn't he? But he's so good at it. Well done, Brickman. You still there, mate?
No, he's gone, mate.
On that
he's gone.
Oh.
I only just realised. With Fitzy and Whipper.
It's one of our favourite segments, isn't it?
Love it.
Got so many calls today.
Got a beauty for you. Mad Men, the TV show. John Hamm, He was here in Bondi a while ago, the old Wrapped Ham. And Mad Men is short, and it was a term they used in 1950s, for men that worked in the advertising game on Madison Avenue. That's why it's called Mad Men.
Never really thought about it.
Says you're bringing one to the table.
I've got one. This is it might be a bit gross,
Go
but
for it.
you should not stop your kids from picking their nose and eating it.
Yuck.
Because I know it's socially disgusting, but it produces excellent gut bacteria and helps their immune system.
Give me a break.
A doctor told me on the weekend because I caught one of my kids with their finger up their nose, and I went to tell him off, and she said, no, it's actually very good for children. They have to eat it.
No, the kid at school that picked his nose and ate it, he got picked on himself.
Yeah, but I think until a certain age, like when your kid's 2.5 and they put their finger up their nose, it's not great, but okay. The kid who's 15 and doing it.
You know Lou, who used to work here?
Yeah.
She was talking about this the other day, and she went, "Oh, yeah, boogers, how salty are they?"
Oh, yeah.
And I went, "What do you mean?" And she said, "What, you never ate your boogers as a kid?" I said, "No, I didn't." She went, "Yeah, they're like chewy and salty."
Oh,
and I went, "Oh my God!"
Well, apparently it's good for you.
That's disgusting.
Here's a follow-up to the cracking of your knuckles. And you know how we always thought cracking your knuckles were bad, and then it was proven, and Dr. Carl says this as well, that it's fine. It's only bubbles in your hand. It's air pockets that you just crack, and it's fine. Doesn't cause arthritis at all.
Right.
They've done a follow-up study to that. People that crack their knuckles later in life, the grip your grip is not as hard as it used.
Not as strong.
Not as strong. No.
Really?
Yes. So you lose that grip if you crack your knuckles all your life.
So if you want to be 80 and doing the monkey bars, don't crack your knuckles when you're young.
Christian in Camden, what have you only just realised?
Mine sort of comes off the back of the 15th person that says Eeyore's name is because he makes that sound, along the lines of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
All the characters are based on a mental illness of sorts.
Oh, so the person that read it, the person that wrote it, Christian.
No, it was a father who wrote it for his son. All the imaginary characters the son used to make up.
Can you explain, Christian?
Yeah, well, Winnie the Pooh's got like the eating disorder. Piglet's got anxiety. Eeyore's depression. Obviously, he's always sad. Rabbit's OCD. Cougar obviously is ADHD. So the big one's Christopher Robin has schizophrenia because all his friends appear depending on his mood.
Oh my! Did you read? Is this fact, Christian?
Yes, it is. I'm actually. If you Google Winnie the Pooh mental illness, it'll give you the disorders and their meanings behind it. But I heard about it a little while ago, and it refreshed my memory when old mate rang up about saying his name was Eeyore.
It's got a.
But I just looked it up then, so I could give you more information on it.
Jeez, Christian from Camden started strong.
It's got a deeper meaning to it. Winnie the Pooh. I mean, it affected a lot of lives. It's a beautiful.
Winnie was massive.
Anthony in Marsden Park, what have you only just realised?
Hey guys, I only just realised. So, you know how pregnancy is always referred to as 9 months.
Yeah.
But when you think about a full-term baby, it's 40 weeks. And how many weeks in a month?
Yeah, it's 10 months, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 10 months.
And then your kid's late and it's 11 months.
That's right.
Anthony, something to think about. You're right, because, you know, every day feels like a week when you're in the late stage, doesn't it, for us sisters?
Yeah. Claire in St Ives. Hi, Claire. What have you only just realised?
I only just realised that when you're reading the ingredients, like of a recipe, and the first step is cream, egg, and sugar, you don't add cream.
No.
It's to beat it.
Yeah, cream them together.
I would have got that wrong,
cream
for
the
sure.
egg and sugar. It's like
So cream's a
whisking it.
term?
Yes.
Oh, it's
like a verb.
Unless it appears in the ingredients list.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I would get really frustrated that the ingredients list was wrong because the first step was cream.
I wouldn't have known that, Claire.
Can I also say, I mean, you know, you're always doing yourself an extra favour by adding cream if you have to.
True.
If in doubt.
If in doubt, just add cream.
Oh, my God, Claire, thank you for opening our eyes.
Paul in Cabramatta, only just realised.
Hi, boys and girls. I often wondered why men have nipples.
Yeah.
And apparently it comes down to the gestation, the first 6 weeks of gestation. Embryos are neither boys nor girls, and during that time, nipples are formed.
Yeah.
After 6 weeks,
nipples?
they become boys or girls. Yeah.
Now,
So, I thought that might be nice to share.
yeah, that is. I'm sorry for that pre-recorded sting that played on top of it.
You know, because you always wonder too. I was talking about this with Lisa the other night. I mean, why?
Here we go. About your nipples.
Why do women?
The fact that you have a...
Why do women
were you
have,
running on the treadmill? Or?
Have two breasts and not just sort of one panel or a sausage or a football type feel?
Like a pig, you're saying? Just one row of teeth?
No, just one. Not even individual teats.
Okay.
But more just a bladder of breast across that spans the chest.
Yeah, like six.
It's really,
nipples. Yeah.
it's the symmetry, isn't it, of the body?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Well, if that's a question that you're asking, there's a lot of other questions about body parts that you.
No, I was just sitting at home last night thinking a lot about breasts, and that popped into my mind.
Can I follow up just to our Winnie the Pooh one?
Go
one
on,
of our
mate.
listeners has just Instagrammed us, said that Scooby-Doo is basically a show that teaches kids that the villains in our lives are usually not strangers, but people we know and trust.
Oh, wow.
Because remember how at the end of Scooby-Doo, it's always...
reveal.
Someone you know.
The reveal. It's always
Yeah.
someone that they knew but didn't suspect. That's
My
that's
not bad, is
that's
it?
really good.
Thanks, Tom.
So never trust any of your family members.
No one.
Or employees.
Philip in Canley Heights, what have you only just realised?
Hey guys, with the controversy of the Will Smith slap and Chris Rock thing, I was just looking into their family.
Go on.
I just realised that they named their kids just after themselves, Jaden and Willow.
Yes.
So
I didn't know that.
Oh, my
Jade,
gosh.
Jaden.
Oh, that's
Will,
keen, isn't it?
Willow.
Oh, you're keen on yourself.
They're girls and
Go and
boys.
slap yourself for that, Will
They're
Smith.
a little bit of a weird bunch.
Go and slap the hell out of yourself.
Actually, Phil, that's a really good one. I didn't know
I didn't
that.
think about that, Phil. You've done yourself proud this morning, Phil.
One more. Darren in Cherrybrook. Quick, what have you got for us, Dags?
Yeah, guys. Just quickly, I found the origin of the nickname to poo, basically. So the word that we always use back in the day when they used to cart animals on boats, they used to store their poo in crates.
Yeah.
But then if the seawater would get into the crates, it would start like a chemical reaction. I think it was explosive or something like that.
Yeah.
So what they used to have to do is store the crates in the air, and they put store high in transit on the box, which was SHIT.
Yes.
Is that where the word SHIT comes from, Darren?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one,
That's
too.
a beauty.
Wow.
Tom, can we ask the other question? Where did the F word come from?
Oh, yeah.
No, it'd be interesting. Can you Google that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fascinating. Darren,
You decide a winner and I'll
we've
Google
had some really good calls this morning.
Well, I think it's out of Darren and Philip
Yeah,
there
it
right
is,
at the
isn't
end,
it?
isn't
What
it?
was the prize?
Do you know what? Both of you are getting $100 to spend at Adora Handmade Chocolates, and you go into the running for first class and 50k. Well done, Phil and Darren.
Good on you guys.
Oh, you guys are legends.
Oh, no,
awesome.
you are, mate. Well
Tommy,
done.
you got anything on the F word?
Yeah, so it actually comes from the German word fricken, which means to strike or to hit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. But it may also be part of the Swedish word, which I can't say.
Okay.
Which means
Too accurate, is it?
To copulate.
Oh, okay. So that's why the transition from can be used in multiple situations.
So did Will
Tom.
Smith freaking Chris Rock? Is that right?
A little bit like
Is that how you would say
Yeah.
it?
Something like that.
Oh,
To
there
make
you
up
go.
copulate.
The Fitzy and Whipper Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.